Hi Gemini, this is Teresa from tarotbyt.com, and I'm getting ready to do your love TarotScope for April. And before I do that, I want to ring in some good energy. And create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate your support. And also thank you for those of you who have ordered readings. I am really happy to serve you. So I'm glad that you're enjoying these readings, on these videos on YouTube. And thank you. So let's see what what's going on with Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about love in the month of April? What is coming up for Gemini in April? What does Gemini need to know about love and anything else important in the month of April? May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. Okay. Two of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. The Chariot. The Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords, the Tower. Okay, so let's see what's going on. For Gemini. Well, you start the reading off with the Two of Pentacles. So you're juggling a lot, but typical for Gemini. You are juggling many projects in April. And the Nine of Wands, you've been working really hard toward a goal. And you're almost feeling like giving up. With the Nine of Wands, it's like, oh, I've been working so hard. I don't know if I can take anymore. I'm juggling all these things. But it's the message of the Nine of Wands is don't give up. You're so close. Just keep trying, just that little bit more, and you can achieve your goal. Because the nines are, near the end of a cycle. And when you reach the 10, that's it. You're at the end of the cycle. You can't go anymore. But, so you have two nines in this reading, which means that your struggles are ending. And then you have these two aces. So you're on the edge of a new beginning. You just have to, don't quit. A lot of times people give up just before they're about to succeed. And if they would have just tried a little bit longer, they would have reached their goal. So don't quit yet. In a relationship, you could be, maybe you're dating two people. And the Nine of Wands can mean someone from the past coming back. Someone that you thought you were done with comes back for another round. Or some problem in a relationship that you thought you had solved comes back to be dealt with again. So it could be, in either case, if you really believe in the relationship, you can overcome the problems. Just don't quit. But it may take you by surprise because you thought, okay, I thought we had this, I thought we were settled. I thought this was already, resolved, and now we're dealing with this again. So in the past, you have this Chariot. And here's another card of scattered energy. So you have you've got too many irons in the fire in the past. And so if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, it's because you're all over the place. The Chariot's a card of victory, but it's through focus and channeling those scattered energies into one goal. So you might be like, doing a little bit of work on here, a little bit of work there, and you're not really moving forward because you really need to focus. So you really have to sit down and think, what do I really want to achieve? And make a list of what are the steps I need to get there. And don't be distracted, because it's easy for Geminis to be distracted. You get bored. You're like, oh, I'm doing this thing. I'm really bored. And then there's this bright, shiny new thing, on the side that catches your eye, and you're off running on that direction. So you have to, If you can focus and stick with your goal, you can achieve it. And that's whether it's a relationship or a business, it doesn't matter. It's the same concept. So if you're in a relationship and it's coming, and sometimes every relationship has some speed bumps, where you have problems. You can't just quit and move to the next relationship. You're going to run into the same problems. You have to get through them. You have to work through them. So that's what basically this card is saying. Work through it. Don't quit. Focus. Don't be distracted by all the options. And then you can have, a stable situation. In the recent past, you have the Ace of Cups. So that could represent a new love coming into your life that you might have recently got involved, met someone new, or thinking about getting involved with someone. And it could be someone even from the past, because it's either someone from the past or you're afraid to get involved with this person because you're thinking of the past. Because the Ace of Cups can mean a new beginning in love. It could also mean a new creative project. So whatever it is, you're excited about it. You're emotionally connected to it, because the cups are emotions. So it's a new beginning. It could be a new way of loving in a current relationship. So if you're committed to someone, maybe you've had some kind of awakening in the relationship and you've decided to try a new approach or a new way of relating to each other. Or it could also mean a new relationship if you're not with anyone. So it's at the beginning stages. And in the future, you have this Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, sometimes it means it's a card of regret. So you might be thinking about the past and reviewing your life and thinking, I wish I hadn't done certain things. I wish I had handled things differently. Maybe you've gone through some challenges and you're just feeling guilty, or you're feeling regret about certain decisions that you've made. And really, you're not really looking at what you still have that's valuable in your life. I mean, we all make mistakes in life and in the past. You can't bring the past back, but you can learn from your mistakes. And that's what the Five of Cups is about. It's about learning from the past, but don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on your losses. So if you're feeling that way, you need to just kind of heal from the past, release it. And this could be influencing this new relationship. So even if you've met someone new, you're not totally committed to the relationship, or you're not, you're still kind of you have one foot in the past. And you could be feeling here depressed, because this is a card, the Five of Pentacles. It's a card of feeling you have financial problems, you may not have enough money, or you may not feel good enough. Sometimes it's feelings of self-worth. It could feel like you just feel cut off from everyone, you feel like you're on the outside looking in. Fives are usually about change. Things are changing. You're in transition. Things don't feel stable. Even though you have love in your life and you might even have met a new person, it's not fulfilling you because you're still stuck in the past. So you have to I think in April you're going to be working on releasing past hurt, sorrow, past memories of failed relationships. Release any guilt that you may have felt about whatever has happened in the past. And you're going to be focusing on trying to solve your financial problems. And a lot of your problems are the fact that you don't have enough faith in yourself. You have to have confidence. You have to believe in yourself. And that's a message of the Five of Pentacles too. Sometimes it could also, if it's not you, it could be that you're helping someone out who's going through a hard time, who might be struggling with depression or financial problems, and you're there for that person. It could be a child or a good friend or even a partner that's going through a difficult time, and you want to be there for them. The Ace of Wands is in your fear sector, so you've got this new beginning coming with the Ace of Wands. It could be a career opportunity or a new activity that's got you excited. And the Wheel of Fortune in your environment. So there's a potential for new love or a new beginning in some way that's going to be a transition for you. Because the Wheel of Fortune means it could come, something comes out of the blue. Some new opportunity comes up in April out of the blue. But you're still, it's in your negative thinking sector. So you're not embracing it wholeheartedly. You've got doubts. Maybe it's because, again, you're thinking about past failures and you're not trusting it. You're thinking, well, I don't know, is this going to turn out the same way that everything else has turned out? So if you've been through some failed relationships, you might be thinking, well, okay, things are great now, but, when is the other shoe going to drop? So, and here you see the Nine of Swords. This is a card of worry. And it's in your hopes and fears section. So you have hope for relationship and you have hope for love, but at the same time, you have a lot of guilt over the past and you have a lot of worry. And your mind is just working overtime. And a lot of the things that you're worried about may not even happen. It's really mostly your mental state. So you really need to calm your mind. Calm that monkey mind. And don't sabotage any new beginnings that you have the potential to experience with worrying about the past, being stuck in the past. The Tower. The Tower can represent breakdown, but it can also represent breakthrough. So it could be that it's a wake-up call. You might be waking up in April. You might be dealing with a lot of psychological stuff in April, where you suddenly wake up and see the truth about something. And then when you see the truth, then you know what to do. So it could be that you leave a relationship that you're not happy with because you've met someone new, or you just decide to reinvent your whole life. You're just breaking down and rebuilding. That's the Tower. The theme of the Tower is release from oppression and breaking down so that you can rebuild in a better direction. So if it's kind of like a big storm that comes through and wipes away whatever you don't need, and then whatever's left after the storm is gone is what you have to rebuild. So the Tower never takes away anything that you need. So if the Tower takes away something, whether it's a job or a relationship or whatever, it was holding you back in some way. So don't be afraid of the Tower, because the Tower is like a big cleansing. It's like a spiritual cleansing in your life that's going to set you on the right direction. And it could be that you have some kind of maybe you need to go for counseling to deal with your stress, your mental stress. And that helps you break through and break free of the past so that you can claim these new beginnings and you can profit from this turn of fortune. Because I feel like you are holding yourself back. It's not external forces. It's your wounds from the past that you have to deal with. And so whatever issues that you've been sweeping under the rug are going to be coming up in April, and you're going to have to deal with them. But the good news is that once you do deal with them, you can embrace these new beginnings. So I'm not worried about you. Don't worry. Don't let your mind run away with itself with worry. Because that's not going to solve anything. And a lot of times what we worry about, we make up stuff, and it's not as bad as we think. It's, sometimes, you have a whole story going on in your head and it has nothing to do with reality. So that's why it's important to communicate with people so you don't have misunderstandings. And you have to just put yourself out there and take a chance. And so if you can call in your scattered energy, focus on the goal that means the most to you. Don't bring the past into your present. Learn from it and release it. And if you can't do that on your own, I would recommend going to a counselor to help you do that, because that will set you on a new path so that you can just be free of the baggage. That's basically what's going on here. You're going to be free of a lot of baggage. So I wish you luck and love in April, Gemini, and I wish you focus and success. I wish that you discover what it is that really speaks to you and follow that dream. And leave behind worry. Worry doesn't change anything or help anything. And if you need help sorting things out, get the help you need so that you can embrace your success. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you'd like to have a personal reading, you can visit my website, tarotbyt.com. I do readings by phone in the United States, or by Skype if you're outside of the United States. And I even do recorded readings, so whatever fits your schedule or your situation. Anyway, lots of luck and love, Gemini. I hope you enjoy April, and I'll talk to you again next month. Thank you.